Hi guys, Oxy the Virgo here. Welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Today I got my little helper there with me. Hi! Say hi, baby. Say hi. Yeah, hi! Good job, boo boo. And today I want to talk to you guys and more like share my experience with 10 items that I've used for my baby, and I would call them 10 baby must-haves. And this is a 1 year review because my baby is now 1, so I'll be talking about that. So let's get started. Item number 1 is bottles. Baby bottles, there's so many different types of baby bottles, and when my daughter was just born, we got her the very usual, like regular Event, I believe it was the brand. So just basically regular baby bottles, right? We got for her. And he was fine. He was working out well until a few times she had really bad colics. So we tried like different methods of like we were giving her massage and like all these different things we tried to do for her to like help her out, right? To release those bubbles from her stomach. But it was really bad. So my husband started doing some research, and he was looking into these baby bottles to see if there's any alternative, right? So like if there's a better version of baby bottle, or if there's anything at all in the market. And there are actually Colic bottles, and that's what they're called. It's also Avent, and the bottle, it basically comes with this part inside the bottle. Hi, baby. Hi, can you play with your toys? Play with the toys, baby. Play with the toys, boo. Yeah, play with the toys. Yeah, good job, babuzinha. So they actually come with this part that gets inserted inside the bottle that lets the air escape as the baby drinks the milk out of the bottle. And you can actually like see the bubbles there in the bottle, right? And it was great. Ever since we got that, it was working out perfect. She did not have colics anymore, and it was just so good. And we didn't know about it before, like before she was born. We just like, okay, we're gonna go into the store and buy whatever is there, right? Whatever is available. But I do highly recommend to get those Colic bottles because they help like extremely, especially, you know, with newborn and when you're a new mom. And if your baby gets colicky, it can be very like difficult for mom and overwhelming, because then you might not know what to do with your baby, right? Like how to help your baby out, because they tend to cry a lot and get so fussy and cranky, and yeah, it might be just very challenging. So that's highly recommend that. Okay, number two is baby monitor. So our baby monitor it's like a medium baby monitor that we got. So it was not the lowest price and it was not the highest. It's basically does the job. So it lets us keep track on her, like we can keep an eye out, right? So we always see her. And it comes with a few functions. It has like melodies there, right? So different sounds. It has the white noise. It has a light feature in it, so you can dim it or make it brighter. And the best function that our baby monitor has is that you could see your baby at night. So it's got like a night vision feature, which is very practical. You know, you definitely want to see your baby at night. And I'm not sure if every monitor has it, but make sure that whenever you get yours, that's a very practical feature, because even though because like in our bedroom, it's not very dark because we keep a light, like a dimmed light at night on, but still you want to make sure that you see your baby perfectly well, right? Now I do know that there's some of a higher end baby monitors that come with the whole setup, and you can see your baby on your phone. And oh, hi so you can see your baby on the phone. But personally, for us, I didn't feel like that was necessary. As long as I saw her, that's all that we wanted. You wanna play? But yeah, if you want to like I said, you know, like a little bit of a higher end baby monitors, and there are some that even come with motion sensor too. I'm not too sure how that works, but presumably whenever your baby moves, or if they plan to get out of their crib or whatever the case might be, probably the monitor alerts you. Not sure how that works, but check it out. But like I said, whatever we got, as a 1 year recommend like review, looking back, I would not get a different monitor, just because the priority is kind of like to see your baby, right? And you do see your baby, so that works out well for us. Okay, third item that, what are you doing? What are you doing? Third item that I want to talk to you guys about is a chair. So we got this glider for our baby. It was a Fisher, whatever, Fisher. What's the name of the company, baby? Fisher what? Fisher Price. There you go. Fisher Price baby glider. It's got a few functions in it. So yeah, it was basically the base with chair on top, and it was gliding, and you could put your baby there. It had melodies playing, it had nature sounds, so it had like all these soothing sounds basically. That was really good for when she was little. It was helping her to go to sleep, and then you can actually remove the chair from the base, and we used to rock her just through the chair, like in the chair without the base. That was also really good. She would fall asleep there. The interesting part is that whenever I was actually doing research for my video for you guys, I actually found out that those chairs are being recalled right now, because the babies, they said that whenever babies turn, like if the babies are not fastened, they turn to their bellies, and it's like a suffocation hazard, which was interesting because the part where you kind of like fasten the baby, it did seem a little bit loose, so we weren't always like attaching our baby there, because also she was little, so like she wasn't moving much, right? Like she was just staying in one spot. Baby, don't touch that, please. Don't touch that. Thank you. So she would stay in one spot, right? But now that I found out that that's actually like a hazardous thing, you know, they would probably come with better design. But the chair was definitely helpful, you know. Just make sure you fasten your baby there safely, or keep an eye out on your baby, making sure that the baby, you know, is like not left there for a while unattended and stuff like that. But it was actually very, very practical. Baby, just play with your toys, please. Play. Where's the turtle? Go get the turtle there. Where's the turtle? Show mommy the turtle. Yeah, where's the turtle, boo-boo? But it was definitely very helpful. So highly recommend to get a chair where you can leave your baby next to you, but still while you can work on your stuff, right? The baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Where you can work on your stuff, and the baby is right there next to you, right? So yes, that was item number 3. Another one, number 4, is a stroller. So you definitely need a stroller, but do not fall for getting cheap stroller, guys. So what we did, we went to the store and we saw a stroller, and it was like, it looked really nice. It came with a car seat, and it was a beautiful stroller, and it was very entry level. So we're like, you know what, how bad can it get, right? I mean, like, baby's gonna be in the chair, in the stroller, and we can go for walks. Like, it's fine, it's not a big deal, right? Like it's overpriced, you know. We were like, we don't need any expensive stroller. So we were using it. At first it was working out, especially because of the car seat, right? But then there were a few features of that stroller that just were not working out. I don't think they were like well thought through. So the way that the stroller was designed, like one of them was, for example, that you could not so you couldn't change the position on the chair where the baby sits, right? And you couldn't cover her fully. So on sunny mornings, you can't really, like, if you go out for walks, the sun is hitting her and you can't turn her around or anything unless you'll be like you know, pulling the stroller instead of pushing it to block her from the sun. Also, on the windy days, you couldn't close that part as well. Like, you could close it, but it only goes like halfway, right? It doesn't close fully. So that was a major thing that I really did not like, and I realized that after, just because we weren't using it, right? She was smaller, but then whenever we transferred her into the stroller part of it, not the car seat, that's when I started noticing the things that I would want like to have in a stroller. Another thing too is that the coffee, the spots where you cup, like the cup holders, they were on top of the stroller, so every time you'd hit bumps, everything would spill out, and it kind of like stay on that tray, or it go on the stroller and make a mess. So you also want to avoid things like that, right? Because there's strollers that have cup holders on the side, and it's so much more practical, because then, baby, you want to talk too? Yeah, you want to talk? Now mommy stopped and you stopped too. Yeah. Mommy is telling them about your stroller. Yeah, stroller. Good job. So yeah, if a cup holder is on the side, it's very practical in that case. At least if you hit a bump, it's not gonna like spill out of the cup, right, and make a mess. So it's things like that. So the second stroller that we've actually recently got it for her, and I'll be doing a review of the stroller that we got for her and comparing it to the other, so stay tuned for that video. But yeah, the new stroller we got for her, it's a higher end stroller. We've paid more for it, but it's totally worth it. The quality of the stroller, like whenever you hit bumps, you don't even feel it. Like, it's just everything about it is just so well thought, that there's nothing I do not like about that stroller. Like, everything is just so good. You can cover her fully. It's like a front facing and a rear facing, right? So you can flip the chair, you can cover her fully. There are different positions where she can sit up and lie down. It's just a perfect one. So I'll make a video about that stroller for you guys. But I do highly recommend and encourage you guys to get a stroller. Do not get the cheapest one, okay? Like, get something that's a little bit higher end, because it will totally worth it. The comfort, like the baby will be so much more comfortable in there. All right, item number 5 is a crib. So this is a crib we have for her. This was an entry-level crib. I do not recommend you buying an expensive crib or higher end crib. I really don't think it's necessary. You might want to make sure though the mattress that you buy for the crib, buy the comfortable one, so a good quality one, and that's what we did. But the crib itself, we really just looked at the design, whichever we liked, and that's basically what we got. So it wasn't anything crazy. Don't think it's necessary to overpay for the crib, but if you feel like you want to or you need to, then sure, by all means. But yeah, like this one, it works perfect for her. And we've created, like, we put borders with like these blankets, and her stuffies there, so that kind of creates the comfort and the coziness in there, and it works out just well, guys. So yeah, that's about the crib. 6, diapers. So for our baby, we actually use the environmentally friendly diapers, and we just find it very important for your baby to use something chemical free, you know, because they're wearing it like all day long and all night. So you want to make sure that it's comfortable for them and it doesn't have chemicals or any of that, you know. So we've tried a few different ones. There are some that are really good and others are not so much. And some of them are have better absorbency than others. So make sure that you try out few types, or I will put a picture after of the ones that we use, and they're really good. They're, like I said, chemical free, and they seem to be comfortable on her. They fit her well. So yeah, and they're very absorbent. So that's the brand I recommend. But like I said, I'll put a picture up after. And next, number 7, wipes. So the wipes that we're using are also environmentally friendly wipes. They're chemical free. It's just water wipes, so basically there's just water in it, and I think it's a touch of essential oil too. But it just works really well because you want to ensure that there's no chemicals that go into your baby's skin. You know, it's the skin is very gentle, very sensitive, so you don't want to use anything too abrasive. And these wipes are actually been really good. It's been working out well. And we also use it to like wipe her hands or wipe her mouth, you know, and I feel comfortable using it because there's no chemicals in it, right? So it's pretty safe. And yeah, if you like care about being, I guess, environmentally friendly and using a better product for your baby, take a look into those. It's water wipes and they're actually great, so highly recommend those. Okay, another item, guys, that I highly recommend. We've randomly stumbled upon this at the grocery store that we go to, and these are Colic Drops. So these, I actually have them close by here. So this is it. That's the box. Oh my god, guys, so these drops are a lifesaver. It works so well. We started to give this to her back when she was like, I don't even know, like a month old or something. She was very tiny, and it's so good because it helps with like colics, with gas pain, with you know, even if they're a little bit irritated whenever they're teething. Yeah, it just like helps in so many things. And the best part about it is that there's no chemicals here. It's all natural. It's basically like chamomile and magnesia, and like, you know, it uses organic and natural ingredients. So we found it, and I highly recommend to use this product. It just works really well. It's actually delicious because we tried stuff before we give it to our baby. Like we've tried what is the grape water. Oh, tasted so bad. No wonder babies don't like that kind of stuff. So we didn't like it, and we're like, we're not giving that to her either. She did not like that. But this product, it's actually good. It's not a sponsored video, guys. It's just personal opinion because we actually give this to her and it works well and it's natural. So a worry-free product, right? Because you don't have to worry about your baby taking chemicals or some sort of medications that you're not comfortable with. But this, definitely recommend this product, guys. Next one is baby carrier. You definitely want to get a baby carrier for your baby. Oh, it's such a lifesaver. At first we just got the stroller. We did not have a baby carrier, but later on I thought, you know what, whenever we go for longer walks, or if we go somewhere in like forested area where it's like a heavier terrain and it's difficult to bring the stroller, and I don't know, not every stroller too that you can bring it out to the areas where it's like a little bit muddy, or I don't know, sandy or whatever, like rocky, right? You can't like bring every single stroller there. So we needed something, and I got a baby carrier, and it was just working out so well. And if she wants to look around, I just put her forward facing, and then there's times when she's sleepy, so I just turn her around, and then she ends up falling asleep on me. And it's comfortable for them, you know, they get that body to body heat, so they feel comfortable, cozy. Like I would tuck some blanket in if it's winter time or like colder fall days. So yeah, baby carrier I definitely recommend. It's just so good. And we're planning to travel soon, and I've actually watched a few other videos that baby carrier is practical to take with you when you're traveling. So stay tuned for that video. Whenever we go on our trip, I'll make a review of the items and products that I would bring with me. And yeah, I'll tell you guys if it, like how practical it was to have baby carrier with me. And next kind of pointer I'd like to tell you guys is I feel like it's important for you to have some sort of area for your baby where it's like a carpeted area, or maybe some sort of like, you know, you might want to put a blanket if you have hardwood floors at home. Just because even if when they're very tiny, you can still put them on the floor, and you can still, you know, do a few things around or whatever the case might be. You don't want to constantly be attached to your baby and hold it like 24/7. So just make sure you have some sort of space in your house, you know, or your apartment. Like we have carpeted area, like we live at a carpeted place, so we didn't have to worry about that. But when she was smaller, we would still put a few blankets on the floor on top of the carpet, so that was comfortable for her. It was warm and cozy, you know, so she would lie there or play there, or we did her tummy time and like different activities, right? So I feel like it's not really an item must have, but it's just a pointer that it's good to have an area like that, you know, so with that's cozy and comfortable for the baby. And yeah, other things I wanted to share quickly with you guys is that make sure you get delivery sheets. I've got plenty. They're actually quite practical. The little baby cloth is very practical too, especially when you give them a bath at the beginning when they're just newborn or a little bit smaller. That's what we used to use, like those cloths. It's softer for their skin, right? So we would use that to give her bath. Now we got a sponge for her, but when she was smaller, that's what we used. And clothes, I wouldn't worry too much about it because so we got a lot as gifts for our baby before she was born, and then half of the stuff that we got as gifts ended up not fitting her well because it wasn't her size or wasn't her fit, because some of the clothes are actually designed for like chunkier baby and shorter babies, and ours, she's a little bit on the skinnier side, but she's tall, so it wasn't fitting, and I felt like it wasn't very necessary, you know. Like you might want to get like a few essentials, probably a couple of lunzies and some, you know, like a few, like you might want to have a toque and socks and gloves, like that, like mittens, that kind of stuff, you know. But don't go crazy. Although I know the selection is insane at the stores. There's just so many beautiful things that you can buy, but don't go crazy, at least before your baby is born. Wait for him or her to be born and then see what fits, like what size they are gonna be, and then you can go all out and buy as much stuff as you like. So I hope this video was useful for you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my friends, bye.